Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jake from TodaysiPhone.com, and here are this week's biggest stories. Okay, first, not very surprising, we have a lot of 4-inch iPhone stories this week. Now, first the Wall Street Journal and then Reuters both came out and said that the next iPhone will definitely have a 4-inch screen and that the orders for the displays have been placed, and Apple is, getting ready to launch an iPhone with a bigger screen, finally. Now, this is significant just because, it takes a rumor to a higher level. It's one thing if it comes from, shady, not really able to confirm sources on the internet, but the Wall Street Journal and Reuters, they're major news sources, so if they're confirming that the next iPhone will have a 4-inch display, it seems pretty certain that it will. Now, you'll be very happy to learn that Steve Jobs actually had a lot of input with the 4-inch iPhone. Reportedly, he was working on the device right up until he died, so I think it's safe to say that we'll all be pretty happy with the device when it does come out. And one other interesting thing is that apparently Steve left detailed plans for the next 45 years of where Apple's going to go to, stay at the great position that it's in right now in the technology world. So it's great to know that even though he isn't around anymore, Steve Jobs' vision for the company isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And finally, we have some pretty cool mock-ups showing us what some of our favorite iPhone apps would look like on a 4-inch screen. Now keep in mind that the dimensions and the aspect ratio may not be exactly what Apple goes with, but it's safe to say that, these Safari and Twitter and all these applications are going to look basically pretty similar to how they're looking in these pictures on the next iPhone. And I gotta say, it's awesome. That extra 0.5 inches of screen real estate really makes a huge difference. I really can't wait for the next iPhone to come out. I've been rocking the iPhone 4, waiting for this device to come, and I'm super pumped for the bigger screen, and hopefully it happens. It seems like it really will. And it shouldn't be too long now. Alright, moving on, we have a couple carrier stories this week. First, it came out that Sprint won't actually make any money from the iPhone until 2015. The company's losing money on the iPhone for the first 4 years that it's going on sale, which sounds ridiculous to begin with, but iPhone customers are super loyal, and a bunch of iPhone customers are going to Sprint, and eventually, once that 4-year period is up, Sprint will start making money on the iPhone again, and they'll have a bunch of new customers that they wouldn't have otherwise had to get money from. It's definitely a long-term plan and kind of a risky one, but I think it'll pay off in the end. Plus, with Sprint being the only carrier that offers unlimited data, I don't think they're really going to have a problem with customers. Now, speaking of unlimited data plans, a lot of us early iPhone customers were lucky enough to hop on Verizon or AT&T when they still offered unlimited data plans, and we've been, grandfathered in and have kept those plans even though the carriers have stopped offering them. Now, one of the best things about the system is that you can keep your unlimited data plan when you upgrade to a new device. So, like in the past when new iPhones have come out, people with the older iPhones and the older plans have been able to upgrade their device without losing their unlimited data plan. Or at least that's how it used to work. It came out this week that Verizon is basically going to put an end to all of those grandfathered unlimited data plans eventually, because seeing as the next iPhone will probably be a 4G device, considering the new iPad is, many customers were wondering if their unlimited 3G data plans would be able to get carried over to unlimited 4G data plans when they upgraded to the new iPhone, and they can't. Verizon has said that when customers upgrade from a 3G unlimited data plan to a 4G device, they're going to have to go on shared data, which is basically tiered data with data caps and limits and lots of stuff that doesn't really seem to add up with super fast, super data intensive internet, like 4G. So that's definitely a bummer. Okay, and finally, in application news, analyst Ben Schrachter has gone on record saying that Google is preparing a Chrome application for iOS. Now, there's no confirmation from Google or Apple, but it does kind of make sense. I mean, Google Chrome is a super popular, pretty awesome web browser, and there are a bunch of other web browsers available in the App Store, so I can't see why it would be a problem. Then again, I could totally see Apple making it a problem, but that's a whole other story. But yeah, so Google Chrome might be coming to the iPhone, which is a super, super cool thing. Hopefully we get some more concrete details on that soon, but that'd definitely be very cool. Okay, well that is all the big news for this week, guys. Thank you very much for watching. But before I go, I want to leave you with a question of the day, and that is, do you think Apple would allow Google to release a Chrome app for iOS? And if they did, would you use it, or do you prefer Safari? Let me know in the comment section down below, or you can let me know on Twitter at TIP_Jake. And please don't forget that the links to everything I talked about in this video are in the description down below. And as always, for more news, views, and reviews, please check out TodaysiPhone.com.